Howdy everybody, this is Allie. Welcome back to my channel Color Mama 360. It's time for another video. So good morning, good night, good middle of the night, depending on when you're watching. We are already to my August plans video. Again, I say this every month, but I'm not sure where the time is going. However, I had a really good month in July, and while I had a good month, I'm also ready to move on to August, and this is the last month of summer coloring for me. So I'll be moving on to autumn/fall coloring in September, which is so crazy, but here we are. So I am going to go ahead and just jump right into it. I'm starting with some whips this time. So this is actually a really not really old, but an older whip in Mythographic Wild Summer by Joseph Kattenbang. And I finally finished a mythographic page in a different book in July, and I'm really feeling inspired to come back to this one. So I'm hoping I can come in and wrap this up this month. I think now that I kind of understand his style a little bit more after completing that other one, this one I feel ready to come in and tackle. Now, there's some things that I'm going to be changing. So, the way that I was kind of coloring this page, I've refined the way that, what am I trying to say? I've refined my coloring process a little bit since then. So, there will be some things that I need to come in and fix on this page as well as finish it up, but overall, I don't think it will take me too long, to be honest. So I think coming in and getting that done is going to be awesome because it will be a long-term whip that's finally been completed. And I like the page. I like the way that it's going, but like I said, I think once I come in and fix a couple of the details that are bothering me, I will like it a lot more. So that is my first page that I'm planning on doing in Mythographic Wild Summer by Joseph Kattenbang. And then I have a whip in Botanicum. Now, I started this one just kind of on a whim, actually in a video that I haven't posted yet. And here's the page that I started. And I just really wanted to color the flowers. And so, yeah, I just picked out a color combination for those and started kind of with that. That was really what was drawing me to the page was the flowers. I don't really have a plan yet for the rest of it. I obviously want to do some sort of probably bluish purple night sky to tie in with the flowers, but I don't know what I'm doing for anything else. So yeah, this will just be fun to come in and hopefully finish up as well. And I'm just doing all pencil. I didn't do any basing yet for this page. So the flowers are just being done with Prismacolor pencils. Next, I have a whip in Tales from Atlantis, and if you were part of my extended basing day live stream, you saw me base this page. I just didn't get back to it in the month of July, but I have all my color combinations and everything I'm planning on using already planned out. I'm not doing any sort of background besides the background that's in the frame. So I really don't think this page will end up taking too long once I come back to it. It's just not a page that I got to in the month of July. So it would be really fun to do another page in here during the summer season because I do think it is more of a summery book. However, I do have a lot of pages planned, so if the mood strikes me and there's something in this book that I want to color in addition to that page, I will. Otherwise, it may just be that whip page. Okay, let's see here. Next, I have a PDF book. Whoops, and there goes my color palette. Um, and this is Little Luna Sanctuary by Women Sage, also known as Christy, of course. And I did get the digital download of this book, and so that I could just print it on my own paper. And here is the page that I've started. And then here is the color palette that I'm using. So everything is based with Ohuhu alcohol markers except for this sky. This is, oh my gosh, have I forgotten? No, this is watercolor crayon. So it looks a little messy right now, but I think when I come in and add the detailing for the stars, it's actually going to look really cool. So that one just needs some pencil work. I plan on coming in and finishing that up in the month of August. Okay, so those are all the whips that I currently have, I think, unless I missed any. And now let's go on to some books that I'm trying to finish and some project books. So if you've been watching the channel, you know that I'm trying to finish the Kawaii Mega Pact by Kevin Teo Art by the end of the year. So I picked out the Mirabelle page to do this month, and I think that this is going to be really bright and fun and colorful. And yeah, I've just kind of been going with, inspiration from the actual character when doing these pages. I will probably want to do some sort of a background, so I'm not sure what that looks like yet, but I feel like it's probably going to involve a washi tape border to create sort of that crisp line, not to leave on, but to create kind of that crisp line around the border. These did print a little funky, so the borders are usually not even, but that's okay. Honestly, I've done quite a few now where it's like that, and it hasn't really bothered me. It's actually kind of hard to tell once the background is done. So that is the page I'm planning to do from the Princess Kawaii Mega Pact. Now, another book I'm trying to finish, and this one I'm trying to finish a little bit sooner, is Matchstick Mouse, a Pumpkin Party coloring book. So I'm trying to finish this by October. And I have this page marked, and then I have another page marked as well. So I'd like to come in and do this page. And then I started the basing, or no, I just did the mouse. Never mind. I've done the mouse on every page. I thought for some reason I'd started other basing on this page, but I think I wanted to do this page a couple months ago and maybe I didn't get to it. And I think my mind just kind of forgot that I still needed to come back to it because this is still, out of the pages that are left, this one is one of my favorites, if not my favorite. So I definitely want to come in and get that one done soon. So yeah, anyways, I don't have too many pages left, but I do probably need to do 2 pages in the month of August to stay on track. So I want to do this page and then, like I said, this page where they're preparing the little pumpkin house. So, and that will be 2 more pages done in Matchstick Mouse, a Pumpkin Party coloring book by Morgan O'Brien. Next, I have Capybara Cuties by Rob Parkinson. This is a group project book with lots of people in it. I will try to remember to put all their names in the description. And we haven't chosen our pages yet for August, but I'm going to be doing an extra page if I get around to it, and it's this birthday page. So my birthday is in August, and when I was doing my top 10 birthday pages video, which you can go watch on my channel if you're interested, this was in my top 10, and I'd just like to come in and color it. I think that it looks really fun, and it would give me a break when the group decides to choose it. If I do it outside of the group. So I definitely want to do this one in addition to whatever 2 pages the group picks. And like I said, I have a whole video on my top 10 favorite birthday pages if you want to go check out more of those. Next, I have Tiny Year by I Go to Pop, and I'm trying to do all the shelf pages in this book. So this has been a project book on my channel, and I've been really successful with that so far. So the next page is August, and I really, really like this page. However, I don't have any idea on how I want to color it. So um, probably one of my favorite of the shelf pages. But yeah, I just don't have any inspiration yet for the colors or how I want to tackle it. I think it could be really cool too. And I think that's what's worrying me is I'm just not quite sure how to tackle it. So I do think it will probably end up being nice, bright, summery type colors. I just, again, am not sure how I'm going to translate that onto the page yet. So excited to get to this one, but it's going to take a little bit of planning to know what I want to do. So that's Tiny Year by Agoda Pop. And then I also have Leon's Journey, which is another project book on the channel that I'm trying to do a page in every month. And the page I picked out this month is this one. Now I went back and forth on the summer page with the little motifs. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can just quickly show you. This one. Was this the one? Yeah. This one or this page with Leon and the ice creams. And I think, was this maybe in my top 10 birthday pages too? I can't remember for sure. But I decided to go with this one because I think, again, it's really fun. This one feels less intimidating than the ice cream page in Tiny here, I think, because there's just, I feel like this is going to be way easier to choose and stick to a palette and make it look cohesive throughout. But I do Leon as a ginger cat, so that will need to play a role in what I choose for the rest of it to make sure it looks cohesive. So yeah, I don't have any firm plans on a color palette for that yet besides Leon, but I'm excited to see how that turns out. And I think this will be a really fun page. I'm not gonna, well, I guess I shouldn't say for sure, but I'm not planning on doing any sort of background or anything. So that might be a nice reprieve as well to just color the line art that's already there. So that's Leon's Journey by Kanoko Igusa. And then my last project book on the channel is Circle of Life by Malcolm Many Hats Upon a Got To. And I have a few pages picked out in this one. I couldn't decide because there's lots of summary pages in here. So I need your guys' help deciding. I have this B page. This is a page that I've wanted to color in this book since I got it. It's also one of those pages that I have been like, ooh, it's like my favorite page in the book. I don't know if I want to mess it up. So I haven't gotten to it yet. So I'd love to do that one. I think for this one, I was seeing more of a yellow and blue type color palette. The other one that I have picked is this turtle. Um, there's obviously going to be some green in here, but to be honest, I don't have an idea for the rest of it. And then my little sticky tab does not want to stay. I have this flamingo page picked out, and I really love this one too. I would say right now I am really teetering between the beehive and the flamingo page. And obviously there would be lots of blue and then pink. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what page you would like to see out of the beehive, the turtle, and the flamingo, because those are the three that I have picked out in this book right now because I couldn't decide on which one I wanted to do. So that is Circle of Life by Malcolm Many Hats Upon a Got To. Next, I have, okay, so we're moving on from project books, and these are just going into buddy colors and the rest of my plans. So I have Fantasy Worlds by Emily Leadenhall Oberg. Now, there's one page in here I'm not going to show you because it's for the collab, but I'm also working on this page, and here is my color palette. So everything has been based with Albert Durs, and then I just need to come in and activate them, and then I'll be going over the top. I don't know what I'll go over the top with yet, actually, to be honest. Um, I'm waiting for a new pencil set, and it's going to kind of depend on when that gets here. So, and then I also have this page, which is a buddy color, and I should have um, gotten my planner out prior to this so that I could tell you who it was with. But this is going to be a buddy color with a friend that I met here on YouTube. And their name is Macaroni Magpie, I believe. And so we picked out this page. They were asking in a video how to plan buddy colors and if it's only over Instagram. And I know what it is like to maybe not have Instagram or things like that. And so I was like, hey, we can plan one over email. That works great. So I'm going to be doing this page with them, and I'm super excited about that. I have no idea what I'm going to do for the page though. I feel stuck because there's a lot going on right here, but then the unicorn is very just plain, if that makes sense. I think maybe I'm just used to like Johanna Basford that puts flowers and everything, or like if this was a Johanna Basford page, she'd have flowers all up in this unicorn. And so I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Also, don't know if I'll do any sort of background or anything. So I'm going to need to find probably some inspiration pics for this page and get a better idea of how I want to tackle that. So technically, I will have 3 pages in this book. One of them I'm not showing you because I've already started, and that's the collab page. And then I have the other page that I've started, and then the buddy color. So that is Fantasy World by Emily Leadenhall Oberg. And then I have Emily's other book. So this is Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Leadenhall Oberg. And the first page that I'd like to get to in here is this whale page. Again, this is a page that I've admired a lot since I got the book. I have a clear idea of what I want to do. I want to do blues and golds and yellows. for this page, but top priority in this book is actually going to be this fox page because I am doing a buddy color with my mom. So my mom chose the page and then I chose the palette, which we'll be using this palette, and then we'll each choose, whatever mediums we want to use. So I think our pages will end up looking cohesive with each other since we're using the same palette, but it's going to be interesting to see what each one turns out to look like since we're going to be using different mediums. So yeah, so this is the page that my mom chose, and then I chose, like I said, I chose the color palette, so we'll be doing that as a buddy color. So I have those two pages in Fairy Tale and Folklore by Emily Leadenhall Oberg. Next, I have So Many Cute Animals by Kima Parrish. I colored in this last month, but I just couldn't pass up this cute little snail page. I wanted to do this one for my birthday as well. This was in my top 10 pages. They have little treats. That's why I'm calling it a birthday page. They have little treats as their shells. And I just think it's such a cute idea. Now, I did learn that Tombos aren't the best to base with on this paper. They do leave shadowing on the other side, especially the darker colors. So, yeah, I'm a little stuck now. I don't really know what to use. I worry that if Tombos did that, because I've had pretty good luck with Tombos, so I worry that if Tombos did that, I don't know that Albert Durer's activated with water would be a good option. So this might end up being an all pencil page, or what I did with my other page in this book is I based it with Staedtler pigment pens, and those worked great. So those might be an option as well. But no ideas yet for color palette. But I'm not as worried about coming up with a color palette for this one because there's ideas forming in my head. I just haven't quite decided which one would work best. So that is So Many Cute Animals by Kima Parrish. Next, I have A Million Dragons by Lulu Mayo, and this is a buddy color with my very good friend Tiku over at Tiku's Coloring Corner. We've been doing a buddy, I think every month since March or April. I don't know, Tiku, you'll have to let me know if you remember, but we are going to do the dragon page because it is also Tiku's birthday in August. So this was the one page from my birthday pages that I was like, I definitely want to color this one. This one is like for sure. And Tiku was kind enough to say that they would buddy with me. So I'm excited to do this one. I'm a little worried about the balloons. I've seen people doing that like foil technique. I think Kira over at A Picture Perfect Purpose did this page, and she did like the foil balloons. I've never really been well, in coloring, I thought it turned out really cool, but in a real life situation, I've never been a fan of like the foily balloons. I don't know, something about them. I think the sound bothers me a little bit. But I also don't know how to do that technique, so I might watch Kira's video if I decide to do that for the balloons. Well, I have watched it, but I might need to go back and watch it again if I decide to do the balloons like that, or I might just do them as regular balloons, which that's kind of more of what I'm leaning towards. I think I want to base this page with Albert Durer's, but I don't have any idea for a color palette yet. However, I'm thinking base with Albert Durer's and probably over the top with Prismacolors. I like the Prismacolors in Lulu Mayo's books. So that is A Million Dragons by Lulu Mayo. Next, I have, what is this? Journey into the Land of Fairies and Magic, I think, by Aerie. And yes. And ever since I did the Aerie page in The Magical Land of Lara Mia, which was a buddy color with my friend Steph, I really liked the way that that page turned out. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I've had a hard time getting into the Aerie books. Although I keep ordering them and buying more. I even have more on the way. But because that other page turned out so well, that really built up my confidence, which is good. Sometimes you just need to get a page done. So that is not the page I was thinking I would do, but the page that I am considering is this one. So this is an uncolored book. However, I really like this is on my 26 pages list for the year, as well as that Halloween one that I accidentally flipped to in the beginning. So I will be coloring in this book later this year too. So I think last time I got this book out, I said next time I get this book out, it's going to be top priority. I'm starting the page right off the bat. That still may not be the case because if I don't get to it this month, there's a lot of other things I want to get to this month. And I know for sure that I'm probably going to be getting to this page within the coming months. I mean, I could do that Halloween page in October. So if I don't get to this book this month, I don't think I'm going to be as sad as I have been in the past because I definitely want to do this Christmas page and I definitely want to do that Halloween page. So this is the page, though, that I'm going to try to get to. I don't know what kind of berries these are supposed to be, but to me, they're really screaming blackberries. So I wonder if I want to do some sort of like light and dark contrast because I feel like this lady is like cursing this lady. And it reminds me of kind of like the Wicked Witch versus the Good Witch sort of vibe. So yeah, I don't know how I'll do that, but I'm thinking some sort of, I think these are blackberries for me. The leaves will obviously be green, and then it's more like themselves that I want to make sort of contrasting. I don't have a clear idea for that, but we'll see how that goes. So that is a Journey to the Land of Fairies and Magic by Ari. Next, I have Starkana Wave Song by Ashmagawa. And this is another book that I really wanted to color in before the end of summer. It's another untouched book. And this is the page that I've had picked out for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it. I think that the Johanna Stone color palettes are really going to help me get started on this page because I've struggled to figure out how I want to do it. But I think I have some really good color palettes that would work well for this page. So I'm hoping to get to this page, and you can use alcohol marker, which is great because they're single-sided. So it would be great to get to that one. And then down to just two more books. So I have Wildflower Folk by Christine Caron. Now, if you were watching the channel prior to June, you know that Wondrous Folk was a project book on the channel for the first 6 months. So I got quite a few pages done in there, 6, obviously. Well, I guess I think I have a little bit more total than that done. But I was really missing in the month of July doing one of these portraits on this amazing paper. I really just love using just straight pencil on this paper, not doing any basing. However, I might try something different this time around. So since I was really missing that, I want to come in and do one in this one. I only have one other page done in this one. It's that one. And I didn't pick a page yet. There's a couple that have caught my eye, but yeah, I haven't picked one for sure. I really like that very first page. So Amber, I like that one. I like this Wild Berry Bloom one. Those two are really calling out to me. There's just so many great ones. I saw somebody color this one recently. It was gorgeous. I wish I could remember who it was so that I could tell you, but it's escaping my mind at the moment. This one feels a little bit more wintry to me, but I love it. So yeah, lots of great options in here. I'd love to just get to something in this book in general. Okay, and then the last book I have to show you is another PDF book. This is Cute Friends by Mariola Budek, but I actually combined Cute Friends and Cute Mermaids. My Cute Mermaids, I combined those two books together just because they're really small. So it's actually in the Mermaids one is the page that I wanted to do, and it's this one. I thought that this one was just so cute. I love, love, love Mariola Budek's work. I've just been enjoying it so much. I can't express enough how much I love her work and what she's doing. She's her and Ellie Yarzabek, I think, in a recent video were the ones that I said are my two favorite artists at the moment. And I don't have any Ella pages planned this month, I just realized. So that is a bit different for me. Anyways, those are the pages that I have planned for the month of August. So, lots of plans, not sure all of what I'll get to, what I won't. I'm really trying to lean into just coloring with my mood, coloring what I feel like. So, these are good ideas for me to search for when I want to start a new page, but they're not set in stone. and I'm not going to hold myself to anything if I don't feel like coloring it in the moment. So I feel like this was a shorter plans video than normal, even though I feel like I have quite a few books. So I hope that you enjoyed seeing what I will be up to in the month of August. Of course, I also have some fun videos coming your way, as well as more podcast episodes. And I will have, let's see, I'm trying to think of when this video comes out. In the month of August, I will also be having my first artist interview on the podcast. So that is super exciting. If you have any questions that you would like to ask the artist, I'm not going to tell you who it is, but if you would just have any general questions that you would like to ask a coloring book artist, make sure to send those to me at colormama360@gmail.com. And I will see you guys soon. Happy coloring, everybody. Bye.